So tonight I wanted to speak to you about over-responsibility and if that's something that you should consider that you're doing in your life. I've got 5 points here. Number 1 is if you behave as though everything depends on you and if it wasn't for you, nothing would get done. Deep down, you're actually proud of the fact that you're the go-to person and that people come to you to get things done, organise stuff, solve their problems for them. It's up to you to put your foot down and realise that, you know, it's becoming more of a burden for you than you actually need, and step away from that problem. Number 2, you answer questions for other people. Mothers, probably particularly for your children, and the older they get, the worse that it gets. So by doing that, you disempower them, you instill a lack of confidence in them. So they will grow up with some sort of fear about not speaking up and, you know, that sort of thing. I know that well. So yeah, please don't do that for your kids. Let them speak for themselves if they're able to, and voice their own opinions at times when it matters. Number 3, you constantly remind others of their own responsibility. Mothers are a good one for this too. Also, well, actually probably all women, you know, we're constantly on the backs of our kids and our partners to get things done, because if they don't do it, nobody else will. But we have to set out some sort of routine or schedule to allow them to step up and actually complete these tasks, because it isn't just our job, and you know, and they need to take that responsibility for themselves. Number 4, you avoid confrontation as much as possible. If you're running away from confrontation, you're running away from responsibilities as well and leaving that up to somebody else. So it's a fear that you need to address, and I can help you to do that if you want. I was actually very confrontational, and too much so. So now I don't do it as much. I pick my battles wisely, and I choose what to go into battle for. So it's now things that matter most to me, rather than things that I feel like I have to defend and protect. Number 5. It's not your job to rescue everybody that's in trouble. It's not your job to be the fixer of all their troubles. They need to work out how to get out of situations themselves. So once again, you disempower them to be all that they can be if you continue to take that responsibility away from them. You let people know your boundaries, your clear boundaries, so they know when they've crossed it and there's no communication breakdown or confusion at all. Being honest with yourself is the first step. You've got to take responsibility, and it's not your responsibility to be everybody's everything. We all have territories that we need to be responsible for, and when you begin to respect boundaries, both you and them, your relationships begin to flourish and your stress just melts away. If you feel that you have a problem with being over-responsible and overwhelming yourself because of them, please contact me, and we can work it out together.